welcome to the stream. So, okay, what we need to do first, which is driving me mad and other people as well. This here, this here is just, the weakest part of the whole assembly here, and it's, well, it's shit. We need to find a way to not make it do that. So let's get rid of some parts, I guess. Okay. Okay, I see how we're gonna do it here. Okay. It's gonna be trickier on this side. Let's take this out. Yeah, it's that easy to take out. That is not good. So on this side here, we're gonna put a blue pin here and attach it to the chassis here, which we can. And on the other side, it's gonna be more of the same, but we need to make sure that this here is, this here needs to be an axle as well. Yeah. What? Why am I going to be doing this stream? I don't understand the question. Oh, you mean what are we going to do in this stream? Well, in the stream we need to fix a few things before we continue with this. Yeah, I got it. I mean, my slow brain needed a few moments to process what you asked. Okay, and here we're gonna change this here. A little more. No. Okay. Okay, we need to redesign this. Okay. Hmm. Never easy. So here I want to use a piece like that to anchor it on the side into the firewall here, so it won't be able to wobble as much. On the other side as well, but we have the problem here that we need to anchor this here, otherwise they're gonna skip. But we cannot anchor it like that. And if we have this guy here like that, we cannot make this unmovable. So yeah. And we don't want to add too many pieces. Hey Christian. What is... we cannot use this guy here because it's too far out and doesn't do anything. Depends. If you ask me, bodywork is more complicated. I hate bodywork. Yeah, so basically what we want to do is we want to make sure that this guy here cannot wobble left and right. So we have to anchor it somewhere here, so it cannot go out, and we're gonna anchor it up here. But how? Because we have the steering here to take care of, and it needs support. Support like this. I mean, we can do it from both sides. Yeah, we can do it from both sides, and then it's okay. Even better. We're gonna use a TIE fighter. Come on. Yeah, some wobble, but not this much. Not this much. this should do it for the steering. And now we have these two. And here it's gonna happen. So we're gonna have one here. And wait, oh, we can have blue pin. Even better. So blue pin here. Blue pin here. I'm going to show you what's happening in the moment. There we go. There we go. Come on. Okay. So we have pinned it into the connectors here. Now we're going to pin it here. And we're going to use another connector up on top. And then it cannot go anywhere. Okay. So even this, without even pinning it in, is better than before. Not even better. That's you know that's it. Now we're pinning it here. Just we can pin it from the engine bay, but it doesn't really matter. Save room in the cockpit, I guess. There. Holy shit! Yeah, that's better, much better. Okay, let me show you. Okay, so what we done here is we made sure that this guy here is one with the rest of the firewall. So this definitely cannot move. What moves is just the plastic bending. So that's okay. And yeah. Now we can continue with the roof without this being the main culprit of the bending. Okay. I mean, this still bends, but you know. Yeah, well, we could technically, now that everything is here, make it lower, but I don't know. Then we have problems with the gear lever, I guess. Let's see. Um, oh, this is what I'm looking for. Yeah, I mean, oh, we'll see. We'll see. The problem is we are already having weight issues, so we have to be careful. Uh, anyway, now that this is not uh, bending as like mad, uh, and we'll see about the gear lever. Now that this is not bending like mad anymore, I mean, this one, the roof is still not okay. But let's return to the pillars. So Christian, well, he discovered that, or pointed out basically, that last time we fucked up a little bit. My calculations were not okay. But still, it stands that we need to have the pillar here lower. So one stud lower, same point here, but one stud lower, simply because the door frame needs to cover it. That point still stands. Uh, how we gonna do it? I don't know. That's the big mystery. But if we have it like here, we can do a hybrid of what we had before and this. So we can technically have the pillar be a pinned by a ball joint. So we can have the ball joint on top, and we have the mechanism that we used before on the bottom that frees up. Because if they're side to side, we have two problems. First, it looks like shit. Second, the pillar is way too thick. Then it's two studs thick. We want one stud thick. And it just doesn't feel right. You know, it just doesn't feel right. This just doesn't feel right. We are so limited with the um, with the way we would have the pivot for door. I just don't like this. This is just us being built into a corner. It's I mean, it's okay, but at the same time it's not okay, because we have no options, and we have the door being just hanging on a single pin and flopping around when you close it. That's not okay. We need to see if we can improve upon that. It frustrates me to no end, but we do need to do something. I don't like it. It's my burden. I guess I have to live with it. Um, so since the doors, let me find a picture again so that I don't talk shit. Mm. Yeah, so the door frame is basically part of the roof even. So the roof is gonna be just one stud thicker than this, and then we already have the door frame that sits on it and forms part of the roof. So the whole thickness of the roof is partially formed by the door. So here on this side we have this red stripe, and here this is already the door. That's the window frame of the door, the red window frame of the door, that when the door is shut forms part of the roof. Ideally, of course, if the Countach also has a cutout here, I think, or at least some had a cutout here. Yeah, but that's not realistic. That's a detail that's not essential, and we have to not include. No, it's not what. So even if this is the roof is actually as thick, and then the door is even thicker. Okay. But then next reps. Okay. Okay. Okay, but this also means that since I remember from the pictures that you sent me, this also means that the pillar needs to be at a shallower angle, not as extreme as we have here, but as at a shallower angle, because right now it's steeper than it is in the original. Yeah, I remember the picture. I remember the picture, Christian. And I remember we talked about this a few days ago. I remember the picture, and I remember that the pillar uh, in our model is too. They are like too too much of a shape. They need to be slightly more apart. Um, let me find this picture. Um, yeah, definitely. The pillar needs to be one stud further out. So the mounting point on top needs to be one stud further out. Then it's gonna be more or less where it needs to be. That's why I see what I see on the pictures, where you highlighted it in yellow, for example. Yeah, exactly. So we need to go two stud further out. Yeah. Um, here. So this line here, this is gonna be covered by the door frame, which, where is it? So the door frame would come on top of this, like that, ish. Okay. Yeah. And this part of the door, of course, forms the part of the A pillar that we see from outside. And here, I'm gonna just mock it up. We're gonna have the position of the attachment on the body exactly where it is on the other side, but just one step lower, just like it's here, one step lower on this side. Let me just see about that. Okay, we don't need this at the moment. The angles are never gonna be exactly, but we have some freedom. You know, we have some degree of freedom where we can say, okay, it's not exactly the angle, but it looks like a Countach. And you know, it's never gonna be perfect, no matter what. We would need to 3D print it to be perfect, but you know, there's some considerations about you know, not just angles, but how we can pin it somewhere, and you know. Mirror. Okay. Okay, so it's 5 starts out. Okay. The angle is gonna be whatever it's gonna be. Okay. Let me make the mistake and we'll see. It's either gonna be a terrible mistake or it's gonna be okay. Yes, I just did that. So it's in the same position, but one stud lower. and one step further out, of course. So the angle of this is a bit shallower than the angle of this. Not much, but it's a bit. And where is the door frame? So the door frame then comes. Yeah. I would need 3 hands. Just don't have them. So the door frame would then come like this. Yeah. We do need to make, of course, some sort of transition here to the door from here. I guess with, I don't know. This needs to be longer probably. And then we can pin to the door. And then it's gonna swing open with the door, exposing this, and this should be then black. So it's red now, it should be black. Black like my heart. The plate is just temporary. Plate is just because it's easy. But it would be very, very helpful if you could perhaps check if this geometry is actually valid. Because now we need to continue down there, and we need to check this. Yeah. This is problematic. Yeah. So little room. So if this was a real car, you know, this would be a triangulation and no problem. This wouldn't even be near the wheel, but it's not. And I think we cannot have it on top here, because then it's obviously gonna be in the way of this here. I have time on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday is perfect. I mean, technically, you know, it should never, it should never come into contact. You know, technically, it should never come into contact, because in all real life scenarios, you know, this is never gonna make contact. But if you do this and this, there is a possibility. This is a scenario that in real life would probably never happen, but you know, I don't like it. It can be solved though. Yeah. To a reasonable degree of success. Maybe we even get lucky with something else. Uh, what are the odds? What are the odds that this could also be part of the hinge of the door? Low. I would say low, but no. Yeah, this is probably not in kosher geometry, but you never know. Come on. Because now I would like to see if we can do something here. Because obviously we would like to go lower than on the other side, so we would start this lower so we don't have to deal with another step up here. That would be most ideal, but at this point I guess it's wishful thinking. Hey Maxim. So if we went up here, and connected this together, this would be interesting. Yeah, it would be interesting, but highly illegal. Highly illegal. What if we did if we went directly down? That's not a good idea either, is it? No, because the angle is as it's well, it's not steep enough. No, not steep enough. Okay, what if we? No, that's too steep. No. We need something that goes like that. Yeah, pretty much. We need something that goes like that. But I guess from here or some point where we can actually attach it. This is actually ideal, I guess, but not okay for the door, I think. I mean, this is so frustrating. This is really the most difficult corner on the entire car because we have so little room. It's difficult on the real car as well, but on the real car, it's a wireframe chassis. They don't have the limitation of Lego and connectors and stuff. They just weld it together and it's small. And it doesn't take a lot of space, and you know, it's fine. Here it's not. Okay. In the extreme case, we can turn this around. I mean, flip it around. Then we have the problem that when we have this here, how to make this transition here. I guess it's fine because this is already under the belt line, so we can make the transition here. That's very fine. Yeah.
TV nalela kasi nikimoda niscroll.
Yeah, that's, I mean, privacy is non-existent in this household. Yeah, I mean, mom's TV doesn't work. And we are on Wi-Fi here as well, because something in the network is fucked up again. My mind is blank. There is a solution here, but at the moment I don't see it. I really want this part to be good and coherent, not just randomly put together. That's why I'm being so picky. It's not like I am, you know. What? Weather. I don't know what you mean. No, you didn't. You didn't miss much. I just need to quickly do something. Please wait. I'll be right back. Okay, all is good. The TV somehow magically started working. So, okay. Um, um, okay, this pinhole is unnecessary here because the door hinge is further here. Uh, what could we do here? What could we do? If I look on the other side, this part here is this is one step further out. Okay, it's one step further out. It cannot be attached here. It should be attached somewhere here, but not on the A pillar, but on the rest structure. Hmm. Okay, we can do something here. Um, this is not okay. I mean, I wish I could weld plastic together and it's gonna be fine, but we need to find a solution with connectors. Hmm. Let me take a look at the original wireframe of the car. Maybe I'm gonna get some inspiration. Hmm. It's not which connector we're gonna use, it's how. Oh. Hmm. see how we have like a ledge here, which is meant for the hinges. So the hinges would be here. And then we have like this triangle structure. I'm thinking on how to reproduce this. How do we reproduce this in Lego? Now, if we did something like this, it would be, man, this light and the black parts, you cannot see shit. And this here would be in here. So instead of this here, this would be in here. And this would be attached to this here. This here would sit here. I wonder. And we would make this part here would be red, not black, because it would obviously show through the body. And then we would need to find a way to attach the door to this here in a way that it would be attached with two pins, so that the door would not be able to wobble. Maybe the door would not necessarily be attached with Technic pins. That. So little room. because you know here and on the inside we have this pre-existing part here and this. Unfortunately, they are both axle holes and they obviously don't align. But it's interesting. This position is very interesting. Very interesting. Hmm. We did this, then we need to figure out a way to use this and a direct triangulation to this. Is this possible? Would this be possible? Direct triangulation from here to here. How much room do we have? What's the angle here? How crazy would that be? Crazy would that be? Hmm. If we used something like this here, triangulated directly down there, then we have some scope for freedom here. And if we did this, we would eliminate this as well. Maybe we can turn this around like that. So I'm ignoring the wheel for the moment. This would end up somewhere here. Huh? If it was one step higher, oh god, another cat is here. I don't think we can win here. I don't think we can do it exactly like in the real car. No, not exactly. We could, obviously, could use some sort of support here. obviously this is the same angle. Same angle. We could, you know, to support this, have something like that. Even though we have collision here with the suspension. Then something like this here. This would be very like the rear car. But how to attach it, I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, this would be possible. Oh, for fuck's sake! The cat is so aggressive today. We use this, for example. This is half a stud higher. It's almost not in the way of this. We need to be one stud closer. Almost. This would be interesting. Interesting triangulation. Yeah. Problem is that right now everything is in the way of everything else. This makes me angry. And this corner here is really something. Because I mean the door is kind of 2 studs thick. I mean on the part that matters. And there you have only room for, you know, this. But the Countach has a door hinge that is closer to let me find the part. Question is, do I have it? should. Could be even among the red ones. Yeah, could be among the red ones. Come on. I know I have it. The original Countach door hinge is something like this. You know, this is the part that I was looking for. And this, of course, does not wobble left or right. This is kind of the hinge that you would see in the original car. And this hinge, would sit, if we have this part here, this hinge would sit here. Obviously we have no way of integrating this in anything, but you know, and this would constantly dislodge from you know, so it's not a viable option. I mean, if we use this like that, no, if we had it installed like this, and this would rest on the upright here, maybe, but then, you know, then we would have other problems, because it would sit like here, and then this part here would stick out too much. So yeah, that's not okay. No, I have no idea. We need and we will solve it together, but I'll be damned. I have no solution in mind. It's gonna be a struggle. No, struggle. Probably we're gonna have to redesign this whole part here. This whole part of the car will need some redesign, including this transfer stuff. We'll probably do something else. Some triangulation from below. Yeah. Some triangulation from below. I think we're gonna have to ditch one of these. We're gonna remove this as well, and we're gonna, instead of this, we're gonna have a lift arm that goes directly to this part, and onto that lift arm we're gonna attach one of these, I think. Let's see. Yeah, probably not, but the more I look at the original wireframe, the more confused I get. Maybe the rocker panel needs to be different as well. No, rocker panel needs to have more panels that are gonna be in place. So more panels like these, 3 step high, and then we start on top. So because this part here is very small in the original car. Yeah, some serious triangulation needs to happen there. Uh, this is a very tough part. Hmm. I don't know, people. I don't know, really, honestly. Um, I guess it's gonna be a busy weekend. Tomorrow I'll probably do. I have some other things to do, but I'm gonna think about it. And on Sunday, me and Christian are gonna brainstorm. Um, it's gonna be probably a mix between um, this and the original wireframe. We have to find something. Um, Something that's not just stiff, but also uses fewer parts. So we are probably gonna delete a few parts here uh, and make some triangulations. Yeah, that's gonna be probably the only way. Maybe even a triangulation out of here directly. So this, yeah, if we do it like this can be, oh my, it could be 90 degrees. If we do this smartly, this could be a 90 degree. Sorry, I cannot see. So this could be 90 degrees. And if this is 90 degrees, we could use something like this here to make the connection. Probably like this here, and then we have more room, because if this is flat here, we have more room to do things here. Even we could even move it up here. And this would be exactly 90 degrees into the corner here, and the corner would be basically cut, so we have more room for a hinge here as well. Yeah. This is a possibility. And we can triangulate this in a way. No. Yeah, something like that needs to happen. A 90 degree transition to there. Somehow. Yeah, somehow. I don't know. Anyway, I am completely out of ideas for today. This week was pretty tough. Yeah, I'm really sorry that I don't have as many streams as you would like, but it's part of the the reason is that I'm kind of tired at the end of the day, and a part of the reason is that you know it's things like this that I am really not looking forward to, and I have very few ideas to solve them, and it's hard to find the motivation to do the stream. But obviously we have to finish this, and it has to be good, not a sloppy, you know, sloppy, hastily put together model. So yeah. Hey, Mr. Morty, you just arrived at the end of the stream, but welcome. Um, I explained it through and through the stream, so this is a better angle, of course. But I am thinking of doing a 90 degree, well, triangulation here, I guess. So this would then be triangulated to here, like that ish. We'll see. Obviously, this is a problem, but can be dealt with, I guess. Um, sorry. So this is a problem, but can be dealt with. But something like this, a triangulation like this, and then we would have another triangulation from below up to here, to try to do something. I don't know. Maybe we could go. Yeah, maybe we could go one step further out. Since we're gonna use this here, doesn't matter. Yeah. Or just like this. But then we would have collision with the wheel. Oh yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. It's not even close to being good enough. At the very moment, it's junk. Let me just get tape. The curvature is the same. Curvature is literally the same, but then you have to do some extra stuff here. But yeah, they would fit. No. Let's measure them. They are approximately about 11 centimeters, so 110 millimeters in width, more or less. No. And the width is 4.5 centimeters. So many parts in here. I should dismantle this. Should really dismantle this for the parts. I mean, the kinematic here is good, but no, everything is too big. No. So, this is it for today. Next stream, definitely on Monday. But me and Christian will probably have a something during the week, during the weekend, to discuss what to do here, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I see you in the next stream.